The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning. Let's get rid of that noise. Let's see what we want to do today. A lot of you are going to watch me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, maybe TikTok too. Here's the thing. Most people need a list. They need to check it twice and see who's been naughty or nice. What happens most of the time, you get stuck. Or you see something, maybe, maybe not. All right. See, the reality is I make millionaires every day. I don't know if you really want to be there and be next. I'm live 6 days a week. I've done this for 45 years in front of people or online. I like goodies. I really got to that first million at 14, double billion, 2.6 billion, 26, 2 corporate structure. And I wrote rules and tools and laws. How do we play? So today, pay attention, get out a tablet and pen. Rags to riches. Wow. Me, it wasn't easy. I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. Reality, she said in the letter she wrote for me and one for the hospital, if I was a girl, she'd keep me. Thanks a lot. Oh, well, what can I say? I got to be used and abused by Mrs. Hope. So your journey today will begin with me. I want you to get a tablet and pen and make a decision if you really want to get to millionaire. You see, I made a promise as a little boy that I'd never have a wife and kids. Why would I want to do that? All I got is used and abused as a kid, and I thought that sucked. So you got choices today. It's pretty simple. You can learn to play and keep your promise to yourself too. And that's what I did for me. That's what I want you to do for you. Now, I end up rhyming all the time, sorry to say, because both sides of my brain kind of work. When I was a kid, they told me I was retarded because I write 2 different things at the same time and I talk. But the difference is it kind of freaked them out. When they tested me at T-Wico Junior High, they found out my IQ is 203 with total recall. So look behind the curtain, please. Here's the thing. I want you to think about you because most of you have bad credit or you have questionable credit. You don't know what you're really going to do anyway. So let's understand about personal credit first. Number one, if you get your credit cards out, you write a little sticky. Write a procedure I wrote years ago. Write down and put a sticky in the back of your card. We're going to write down the limit. We're going to maintain 25% always. We're never going to go past 29%. You're going to create a line of defense. These are worth 100,000, 50,000 a piece. So what happens? If blankets the fan, loss of job, or pandemic, I have 71,000 of safety credit. Here's the problem. Using personal credit to start a business might make sense to start it. Using it to build a business, to run it, that's called stupid. And we're not stupid. See, when you jack it up, you get stuck. You can't get any more. You can't ride up diddly squat. So what's the solution to that? Very simple. Corporate credit. You get to write off the interest rate in the credit card, and you get more. And it doesn't show up on your personal credit anyway. So there's the ultimate goal for you. Now, the next thing is maybe you have a corporation too. If you look at the Secretary of State's website, you're going to see your corporation and your name. And the bottom line is when they sue the corp, they sue you. I'm the guy that invented division process in 85, 86. I'm going to show you how the banks basically file bankruptcy in locations, cities, and grocery stores, and they actually get a tax credit. Most consumers go home and go boo-hoo-hoo. Now today, let's understand. Let's put our ducks in a row. How about if I build you $1 million of credit? Would that be okay, cash credit? And you never bring the pain home again? Because that's what my program does. I came up with a foolproof program. I started out when I was 9.5 years old. And the bottom line is you never have to bring the pain home. So the ultimate goal is very simple. So today, one call with me, if you let me analyze you, fully analyze your personal credit and your goals, I can change your life. That's right. And I'll guarantee it too. So today, let's understand something. I want to basically blueprint you personally, you and me on the phone or a Zoom meeting too. And I want to make sure you get to the millionaire status. You see, the bottom line is I help rich and famous people. People coming home, or homeless people too, or people coming out of prison. So here's how you pay. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com. You can bank, transfer, deposit, or wire too. Ultimate goal, here you go. Here's a couple clients. You ever seen somebody named Arnold before? Bottom line is, how about Superman for Gold's Gym? How about the guy that wrote the book from college and Bio University too? How about homeless people come out of that? You see, here's the thing. When you don't pull the trigger or you don't make a commitment to yourself, you end up being basically going through life going, me. That's about it. Here's Glenn. He was homeless. He lived in his car for 3.5 years. I yanked him out of the car, got him to the house, to the millions. You see, here's Giovanni, $1,600,000. Little Karen, properties in Long Beach too. All right, she's got her little shows on YouTube too. 1.2 million in 9 months. So let's understand today. All right, people coming out of prison. It's this free rate, Ricky Ross. I got him 3 gold and platinum cards and $1 million of credit. Then he started to do what I tried to do. Now he doesn't like me because he fell apart. Oh, well, what can I say? Then I helped his wife get credit too. Now, here's someone who went to prison for 26 years. His name is Thomas. Thomas, after 8 months, got a multi-million-dollar business from zero to multi-million. You want to play? You might want to make one of those appointments with that phone call with me too. So let's understand today. It's pretty simple. The biggest mistake people don't understand when they start anything is like when you built your personal credit reports. You listen to your friends and family, like ducks and sheep. They didn't know what they're really doing anyway. And I'm going to add some information for you today too. We get one SSN. People got credit cards in the 70s and 80s, didn't have to use their SSN. Card came in the mail. See, a bunch of silly people started to use the SSN for reference for credit, and everybody followed like ducks and sheep. Your SSN is for your 1040 tax return. We are known as we the people. So what happens is your SSN, now let's understand, Nixon, when he took the gold standard out, that meant every woman at the hospital has to sign for an SSN within 2 hours. So they can tax, and probate when we die. Next, we have to look at the SS4. The corporation like the Bank of America, Chase, grocery stores, cities, parent company, manages entities. And then they bankrupt those because they have separate tax IDs. So this is a form you have to dissect too. So here's the SS4, and it says legal name of entity, corp, division, subsidiary. Then it also says an individual person. So if we pay attention today, I can put your name on a line 1, and I can build you credit reports with Experian, Trendure, and Equifax because you're allowed to. I'm an affiliate. I do that for people every day. SSN's 1040. All right, SS4 is 1120, known as the tax return. Basically, what happens is it's known as the tax ID. See, by the way, you never had to bring the pain home. You brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play. Sorry. So what happens today, I want you to write down irs.gov. I want you to write down 1244. I want you to do a single tax return with the SSN and SS4. They call it an S Corp as well. It stands for single filing. So let's understand the lack of knowledge is why people make stupid mistakes. They make bad decisions. They do stupid things. What can I say? So if we do this, the problem is most people, maybe you just don't get it or you're not paying attention. You've got to understand how the rules and tools work so you can learn to win the game. Now, create a line, what's called a defensive circle. This means very simple. You and your family need to incorporate, and I'll tell you why. Next thing is you have to understand a corporation, it basically gives you the independence you're looking for anyway, USA and around the world too. So if we look at the United States of America Incorporated, they got 50 corporations called states. State got corporations called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. Okay, so there's a problem, say plan, there's a problem, they bankrupted 11 cities so far. So we the people, and a corporation's a legal person. You could stop bringing the pain home today if you plan. But again, I want you to understand why I created a division process. For me, is I basically didn't want to bring the pain home. And I always wanted a second chance in case I needed one too. Now you're going to need 9 divisions, and I'll show you why. As you do this, let's understand that form called division of me. Can you write down division of me right now, please? If you let me put your name on line 1 here, I'm allowed to build you an Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax credit report under tax ID. I can do the same for the corporation, all right, division, subsidiary. This means cash credit, all right, and we don't show up on personal reports, and we get to build all kinds of it right away. Again, let's understand something today. Division of me. Here's one of the Lamborghinis in the collection, okay? I bought my first Lamborghini when I was 14 and a half years old. From an auction, it was $60,000. I brought in my first million at 14. So here's the Lamborghini. Now, if I guarantee that Lamborghini, and I don't pay the $6,800 a month because it's worth $1 million, the creditor is going to take the car and report that lack of income to the IRS as a 1099-C. Or that means I got double problems, personal and business problem and IRS problem. If I buy it through the corporation, when they sue the corp, they sue me still. I'm still a duck. What did I create? Simple. I bought the Lamborghini through a division of a corporation, and I showed you SSN versus SS4, right? I guaranteed it as SS4. I have no intent to do fraud. So understand, if I can't pay it, I can do the 3-step. Can you write it down? I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Now here's the keys to the car. What I get to do, I can't save it after trying for 6 months. I get to bankrupt it under the Federal Protection Act. But I didn't hurt the corp and these other pieces called divisions as well. Plus I didn't bring the pain home. People bringing the pain home are doing something stupid because they don't know how to play. You lease a building, never the corp, always the division. Don't guarantee of you, guarantee is a division of me. Simple. All right, and getting the house too. Receiving money. I know on TikTok and Google and YouTube and all this stuff, people are talking about tax or your children working, getting a tax credit and this and that, the LLC, the S Corp. Let's do the Macarena. All the BS put aside. SS4 receives money. It doesn't pay tax, so it's profitable. It doesn't give a damn what type of corporation you file. See, from there, every credit card a corporation gets, it's entitled to 99 more sisters. You can build $1 million to $100 million of credit. Division of me, division of each item. So today, what I want you to remember, I received the Lamborghini as of the SS4 division, and I guaranteed it is division of me. If something goes wrong, I'm going to do the 3-step. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. So hear it again. Then I replace myself as an SS4. All right, that way I'm not stressful, and I always maintain my 750 score. Why don't you? Again, a way to play. So me, guarantee, credit card, house, franchise. What is our goal? Never bring the pain home. I came up with a foolproof program over 45 years ago. Now, build the corporate umbrella. Pay attention, because every entity under the corporation is still a legal person. Today, if you have a corporation, check it out on Secretary of State's website, please. See, the problem is they're going to see the corp, they're going to see your name. When they sue the corp, they sue you. Doesn't that make you a duck or a sheep? You see, the banks and grocery stores do that too, but they get the bankrupt locations, and you keep hurting you and the family. I want you to stop that. Now, today, if you use your home address, please change it. So the goal is, understand, put our ducks in a row. They sue the corp, they sue you, that's your duck, and that sucks. Divisions give you the line of defense, and they're privately filed anyway. So now, 2 per item, got it? From there, if you have no intent to do fraud, something goes wrong, it's a division and not you anymore, and you don't hurt the corp or your family. Bringing the pain home is stupid. Okay, no one on this planet has to do it at all. Everyone who's got bad credit don't need to even have that too. But again, my system kind of fixes that. So if I get you $1 million card or 100,000 card, my next question, would you like 9 divisions? 9 divisions get you 1 million to 10 million. How much would you like? See, there's the goal. We don't use our personal life or our credit to build it. That would be stupid. Corporate credits are right off, personal credit's not. So write down credit, loan, money. If I take a $100,000 card from Wells Fargo, because it's anything above 10 didn't show up on personal credit report, I can jack up the whole card 100,000. I can reference it 3 times 5. You see, I help people leverage money into 100,000 to 1 million and even to billions. So franchise, after you pay all the bills, you have 38% left over, all right, in the apartment complex. So the goal is to analyze and blueprint you, all right? That first 100,000 could give you financial freedom. So here's that $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall, $1 million Lamborghini, a $5 million mansion, and a $1 million race boat. What do they have in common? They have my name on them. I obtained them. Why didn't you? You see, I got to get you the first 100,000, then to the million. So how bad do you want it? That's just one of the odds in the backyard. So you got one source working with you hand in hand. It's called me, Ray Reynolds, for 6 days a week. Been doing this 45 years. You like goodies? How much would you like to be a corporate millionaire? How bad? Have you had me blueprint you yet? Have you had me on the phone up to an hour blueprinting you past, present, and future? Without that, all right, we can get you there, but the reality is I don't think you're going to get there as fast as you want to be, and you're going to basically have some problems because you're going to basically fall down. But I'll be here to pick you up. Now, let's understand. That is one of the $5 million mansions that I obtained in the collection. Would you like one? Let me know. Let me add you to my credit system. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough a long time ago when he was at TRW and Asperian. From there, let's understand how to play, because I basically set up some rules too. I'll show you how to get the American dream. I'll analyze your credit, and then I'll basically, for 90 days, hold your hand and tell you what you need to do through a class 2. But if you follow through, you'll have about a 750 and 90 working days. So what is your goal? Next thing is, how many days are left? I mean, come on. There's only days left of this year, working days. How many working days do you have? Sorry, you don't even know that, and you should. From here, I'm online 6 days a week right now. All right, so you can play and learn how to play with me, but it's up to you. I've got this 3-day event coming up. Every one of you should be on this event. This is going to be game changer of your whole life. So 26th, 27th, 28th. Okay, and I'll give you some bonuses to encourage you to do it while I'm online now. Level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes, 90 days. I want to give you $25,000 of cash credit. The office sells this package for $7,000. Today, during the broadcast, I want to give all that to you for $1,000. All right, if you want 6 months of the class and $50,000 of credit, normally $10,000, that's the office sells it for. I'm going to give it to you for $19.99. Every one of you need to be in these 3 days, all right? And the ultimate goal is very simple. It needs to be done today. So the bottom line, you're stuck with me. If you do it, if you don't have my books and CDs, I'll give them to you for free. And I'm going to give you 3 private coaching classes and help blueprint you, 3 of them. So the ultimate goal, your partner of life will be getting their own login. That's the person, a partner of life, the one you basically kiss every night when you go to bed. So the bottom line is, don't forget this. We're going through the Millionaires Founders Kit real estate system, financial system. Here's the way you pay, Zelle. Understand something, you need to do this now to get the bonus. And I mean right this minute now. If you're really going to go, Zelle it now. From here, I like the goodies. All right, I don't know if you like goodies, because I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. So I'll show you a couple goodies I obtained. Is that okay with you? So I can show you how to get your own goodies too. Now, I broke the record for the fastest and highest kick on the planet in 1981. I think it proves white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. From there, I broke out the lights that night having fun. From there, no matter where you come from, you can reach your goals. Got it? From there, I don't hear no. They say no, I say thank you, and then go around it and find a way. Simple. See, just stop bringing the pain home because the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. People aren't stupid, but the reality is they learn stupid things from stupid people. So I'm your coach, all right, hopefully for the next 3 to 6 months. I'm the #1 coach worldwide for the last 33 years. I have 8 classes you can play with on Saturday. I actually have 10 that I do. From there, 1,000 steps to millionaire to be the certified CFO. The Ray Reynolds University, my legacy, I'm leaving about 10 billion plus to it when I die eventually. From there, all I like to do is one thing for you. Whatever you invest in, don't be surprised I give you personal business credit back up to times 10. Now, draw the diagram in front of you. It represents a corporation. If it was banks, it would be subsidiaries. So they bankrupt a location, get a tax credit. I want you to focus on corporation and divisions. From there, I want you to understand even Sam's Club, Geico, cities. So what is our ultimate goal? #1, stop bringing the pain home. #2, become a certified CFO. #3, to reprogram your brain to millionaire status. So I started my blueprint. I was 9.5 when I started Helping Hand Industries. So let's understand, it's called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. As we play, remember my thought of the week is very simple today. All right, a good thought is we're getting older, we're getting slower, we're not as pretty as we used to be, all right, and we're afraid to be broke. And your 401k, when you do retire, and about 6 weeks later to a year or two, is gone. You're going to live with your kids. But you might think about it as little as $1,000 can change your life to millionaire. Don't miss the Millionaire's Founders Kit, and also when I'm tearing it apart through that 3-day event. That's priceless. So the goal is to repackage you. So let's understand, if you have a corp or not, I'll give you one. Corporation managing divisions. Stops the pain from coming home. You put your ducks in a row, and I get to repackage you under a corporate umbrella. Now remember, I came up with a foolproof program. I want you to focus. Every one of you right now, all right, you need to make sure you understand that this is a blueprint call. Okay, one call, I analyze, I blueprint you. I have people, I do blueprinting meetings every day. All right, that goal is very simple, to blueprint you to the millionaire. That way you have your steps. The biggest problem, most people, they need steps in a list, what needs to be done next, and follow through. Half of you lazy, the other half are aggressive, the other half aren't going to pull the trigger. You just listen and learn and don't do a damn thing. The ultimate goal today, we're going to get off our assets. This is Zell. But remember, if you got that 3-day event, you get 3 of those calls. So today, you might want to do the 1,000 or you might want to do the 499. Okay, but it's a Zell during this broadcast only. As we do this, let's keep in mind, 2024, I don't do 6 days a week anymore after 45 years. I have a TV show. I've gathered over 50 people so far for the first couple shows telling their story. As we play, remember, I am the incorporator for rich and famous people, homeless people, people coming out of prison. What most people do when they start a business is they basically have a kitchen table meeting, friends and family. Let's go basically start a business, honey. And everybody's basically looking good, and then they're concerned, what if something goes wrong? In my system, no matter if it goes wrong, you know it hurt the family. So what happens is you jacked up your cards, you dropped your score, can't get any more, and you can't ride out dilly squat. I'm sorry, but I call that stupid, okay? Because there's no reason to do that. You could have had to use corporate credit cards. Again, what is our goal? Never to bring the pain home. From there, write down today's date, project 90 working days. The books, the 18 books and CDs, the 12 that I sold at the Bonaventure called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. If you got these, do them again and again. If you don't, get a copy of those. From there, you have the real estate system. You have become the financial system as well. These normally go for about $3,000. Today, you can sell $9.99, or if you spend $1,000, while they're online with you, and if you don't have a set, we give you a set for free. I give it, they're my books. Starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness. Some of your friends and family that ripped you off in the past, you don't know if they're going to knock you down, they're going to catch you, you're going to fall off the cliff and die. Hold your breath. Me, every morning I wake up at 2:25. I go to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go put myself in check. See, I've been doing this since I was 2.5 years old. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy and a family. I just got used and abused, treated like shit when I was a kid. So you probably listen to your friends and family. I bet you they cloud your direction. So let's see what happened to me in July 2009. July 4, 2009. I got 3 yachts in the backyard. I got millions and billions. I'm helping people 6 days a week. People like you, and I'm getting them where they need to go. My wife says, can we take out one of the yachts on them, basically watch the fireworks with a group of people? I said, why not? There I am the next day, dead. I was dead here, but I was in another place. But I hear what's going on here, too. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So my goal is to show you that I'm God's example, so you realize one thing: no matter what you go through, you can still get to million to billion. I moved 24 times the time I'm 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times too. We got no excuses now, because we're going to see it, believe, and go get it. Got it? So one of my books coming out this year, it's called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. So let's show you how to get past go. Let's show you the Lamborghini collection, the Duffy, one of the mansions, how white men do jump. All right, and stupid people say they don't. More Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. Is that okay if I share a couple goodies that I got from me for you? Simple. I call it Race Rules. And I started my blueprint when I was 9.5 at the library next to the Torrance Police Department. Or very simple, I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. As we play, remember, credit repair is a fraud. They can't have a magic wand because that doesn't work. All right, but unfortunately, a lot of people are silly enough to give them $100+ for a couple of years and they still have shitty credit. Why don't you look at Section 611 and see what you can do for yourself today? Credit repair just writes silly letters, not mine, not late. They kind of lie. Isn't that against the law too? So listen, they make your score go down. Why don't we man up, woman up, and be responsible for our debts? Okay, because you can't rip off your creditor. Here's all you got to do. There's 3 things. If you negotiate an open collection account, you put all cards at 25, 29%, and basically only but 2. All right, all of them but 2. Wrap or refresh. Now you got a $750. I'll guarantee that. You can sit there going beep, 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 all day long, or you can be a CFO for the corporation or the divisions. The goal is simple. Now, here's your first 25 steps today. Get your credit card. It's free. There's no phone number to help you. I want to analyze you. I want you to go to the 1:30 on Saturday when I analyze your case, call your case number, so I can show you exactly what I want you to do and what I'm going to do for you. We're going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. In other words, you deal with me personally, okay? Not just in a crowd, personally. You're going to get a 750. We're going to tear apart your Spirit and your Transfer and Equifax, okay, online. But again, if you do the private coaching, then you're stuck with me too. Let's look at the application that no one paid attention to besides me. Application of Social Security card. It says on line 1, name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above, other names you use. See, the SSNs for the 1040 had nothing to do with credit purposes. From there, when you look at your card, front and back, it usually says do not laminate, don't carry with you, and it'll always say don't use for ID purposes. And then it says property of social administration, not you. You see, that is for the 1040. You got basically your 1040 tax return. That's how they track your credit. And you're basically what? Your income the rest of your life. Now let's understand something today. When you got your first paycheck a long time ago, you thought the company you worked for ripped you off. Half your money was missing. Until they pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep, by the way. So the ultimate goal is very simple today. You have to look at a corporation as a legal person. On top of that, you have to understand we the people. If we play the game correctly and do that one single tax return, all right, we won't almost never pay any tax again. See, we play by the rules instead. You get one SSN. 9 out of 10 people screw that up every day. You get one SS4 for the corporation. When they sue the corp, they sue you. The goal is to have divisions so you can create your own line of defense. That would be the goal for every one of you. So let's rebuild you under the SSN. So you're a CFO for the corporate, the divisions. And at the same time, let's introduce you to tear apart the SS4 so you can be a double CFO. You can choose wisely. You can put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella and never bring the pain home. There's that application again. Remember in the corner it says SS5. That's the IRS, by the way. So if we take the SS4 and compare it to SS5, we look at line 1 here, it says legal name of entity. Well, that's a corporation, division, or subsidiary, like banks and grocery stores. It also says or an individual person. So if we did this correctly, we could actually create a files for you under tax ID under your corporation too. It does say banking and credit purposes. It also allows one per entity. See, you didn't give yourself a one chance to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. Corporations should do 4 things. Buffer tax. No taxes due to your profitable. Corporate credit, write-off interest rate and credit card. All right, buy a car at fleet price. Free buffet at the hotel. Divisions are the 7 things to start with. Number 1, line of defense. In case you mess up one, you get another one. They're cheap, multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate, separate liability. And what does that do? Flippity dippity doos. It creates a line of defense. So remember debt. It falls SSN, SS4. SSN you can't write out diddly squat. SS4 you can. This is how rich and famous people do it too. Under the tax ID, we're allowed to build credit reports and write off all that credit. So I'll guarantee what I say I'll do, as long as you're part of the program and you follow through and you do what you're told. Isn't that terrible to say? Violation, don't jack it up. Don't apply during the program. Don't crash the wrap or rescore. If you mess up what I'm doing for you, I got to charge you a fee or close your case. An open collection account, negotiate please. Past can't chase future. IRS.gov. See, if you have an IRS problem, they have a form too called 656, 433A and B. So let's understand that's step 3 today. So if you want the 750, all we have to do is analyze your credit and basically add history to you and the corporation and the divisions. We can tear that apart, do a wrapper rescore, put you in class on Saturday. Every time you get a chance to go again and again, 750 score. We're going to charge you $999. We're going to give you $1,000 card back. That way you can reimburse yourself. During the broadcast, I discount this to $499. The card becomes $500. From there, I still keep it to the $1,000 if you do it during online with me and use Zelle. If I have to pay a commission to someone, the answer is no. From there, your partner of life gets a login to go to class 2. Ultimate goal. Here's a Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. As we do this, if you want and you can refer people, great. I'll build you more credit, or I'll Zelle you back 10%. They have to name your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. If you want to make sure you get the credit for it, you can always email me the name and the phone number, all right, and the email address of the person you want to refer, and I'll call them right away. Again, if you did that and they signed up today, if you don't have the 18 books and CDs, you get those for free. Now, I need you to do yourself a favor. 888-567-8688. Call that number today, please. Opt out for 5 years. See, you're on the national mailing list. You're a voter like me. Great. They sell that list 412 times a year. You got a cable bill. You have a corporation. Now we have to plan the problem. You see, you didn't plan the problem with your friend and family member ripped you off, and you spent thousands of dollars of crap that didn't work. Go back to safety credit, stick you in the card. What did we do? We put the limit. We put 25% maintain. We didn't go past 29%. We build the line of defense. There's the ultimate goal. All dashboards finally caught up what I taught Yarborough years ago. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So the ultimate goal is very simple. The sticky will give you the discipline you've been lacking all along. If you do what I say, you will maintain a 750 and above for the rest of your life too. And I'll guarantee that. So let's understand. All of a sudden you have an emergency and you say, I got to jack up my cards. The answer is no. I'd say stop. I'd say you have to understand there are 2 cards in the United States of America that never fluctuate your credit. And you can max them out $1 million as long as you maintain the payment. So again, this up and down roller coaster stops today. It's very simple. When people lose a job, have an emergency, what do they usually do? They run out of time, they run out of money, then they jack up their cards. And they don't want to feel sorry for themselves. I don't know why. The goal is you didn't have to do that. It's kind of like today, if you needed $5,000 now, go ask your friends, your family at the bank. They say no. The average person wastes $50 every other day. With this $5,000 credit card in my hand, if I max it out, the payment's $50 a month. So we can use some common sense. The average person wastes $140 a week. Well, that's true. That's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, the payment's $612.26. So if I use some common sense during the pandemic, I can buy 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. And here's white men do jumps. It's stupid people say we don't. Keep in mind, Nixon took the gold standard out. When you use your personal credit, you drop the score, can't get any more, you can't ride a dilly squat. I'm sorry, that's called silly and dumb. Please do what I tell you to do. It's not easy sometimes, but I guarantee it'll work. All right, and this gives you $71,000 of safety credit. Using personal credit to start a business, I understand. Using it to build a business is called stupid when you can get corporate credit and write it all off. And if something goes wrong, it's a division. Never the corp, never your family. Do what I just said, and you'll never bring the pain home ever again. Keep in mind, it is called have your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. Number 7. All right, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. As we play today, there I am dead. Can you imagine? I just took a yacht, one of the 3 yachts in the backyard, largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor, Google the address, and the next day I'm dead. No matter if you got millions and billions, you can still die. There I am, coma, H1N1. You see, I've been in 2 comas in my life so far. First, when I was crippled for life, using my face as the brake down Delane Street in Torrance. Told never going to walk again, and Jesus said, get up. I got up. It freaked everybody out. Last coma, I died, and getting back help you. You see, the devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So let's understand chapter 18. Can you pay attention to this? Here's your biggest problem. It's going to be you. If you let me hold your hand, a lot of personal coaching too, I guarantee you, if you read chapter 18 with me, it'll say it's a corporation's a legal person, may sue or be sued. Do you understand? I learned that at 7.5 being used and abused by Mrs. Hope, listening to their silly poker game. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day, library next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She came out, yelled at me, said, here's a my face a book. I read the book. There's no damn blueprint. All the blah, blah, blah of the world, well, there's no blueprint when someone has knowledge behind it. So you got a choice today. You see, the lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. We're not stupid. But again, I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. You understand? I got $100,000 in the mail. I'm 9.5 years old. Okay, Mrs. Hope freaked out, called Ted Turner and Ted the attorney. Came out to talk to me. What did you do wrong? We did nothing wrong, came to the corporation. Here I'm standing there telling Ted Turner there's 26 ways to use the tax ID. And he's going, what? Stupid people. I got named in the movie Dave too. See, a corporation is a legal person. The division process I invented in 85, 86, we built credit for every division. I built credit for my cat years ago. I was at the bottom of it, you're having fun. Inc. magazine interviews me, and I said, use plastic to finance your business. There's our next article. See, here's your problem. You don't have a backup for a backup. And unless you pull the trigger and dig in and say, I want to do this, I want to do this, you're just going to be sitting there going, me, the rest of your life. Get out your magic wand today. Let's see if I can challenge you, because I want you to make sure you understand something. Corporate umbrella. Okay, you need one. From there, every tax ID you allow me to put in my credit system is allowed to set up a Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax instantly. Hell, it took you 3 years to try to do yours and you haven't got it right yet. And then from there, I get cash credit. From there, it's called checkbook money. So if you want $1 million, you need 9 divisions. There's only 10 great creditors. From there, you want 5 million, it's 41 divisions. Numbers don't lie, they're right in front of you. So if you want me to make you a money-making machine, let's pay attention. Let's pretend I get you a gold card, okay? Now, a gold card corporation doesn't show up on personal report. There'll be a personal one to safety balance your debt, and then there'll be a corporate one. If you allow the corporate one, my next question would be, would you like 9 sisters? That is $1 million of credit, 100,000 per each entity or $1 million per entity. Each entity under the corporation through tax ID is allowed to have a credit, a house, all right, a franchise. And if something goes wrong, you're going to do the 3-step with no intent to do fraud. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. You're going to set up another one, but you have 8 left to go. See, when I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago, it's a friggin' name. It's a game. All right, that's what it is. If you don't master the game, that's on you. You've been trying all your life. You haven't done it yet. So I invented division process in 85, 86. If I get you cash credit, why don't you loan it out? You can turn that into a cash flow, free up your time. It's on my book on page 6, 45 years ago. You can enhance your paycheck or basically replace it. Now, if you're a client, take a picture of this page. This gives you $10,000 to $100,000 discounted today, okay, if it was during the webinar. And you get the books and CDs for free. Again, there's your Zell. As we do this, I'm going to show you goodies I obtained because I want you to see the truth. All right, I like goodies. Don't you like goodies? How bad you want it? Again, that's just a yacht in the backyard. Please check out your corporation on the Secretary of State's website. You'll see your name. When they sue the corp, they sue you. So put your ducks in a row. Do it my way. They sue the corp right now. They sue you. You became a duck, and that sucks. So if you do the line of defense, my invention for me, all right, and for you, they're more privately filed anyway, and you don't bring the pain home. So let's understand today. What I'm saying is I like to do the tax ID for you and your corporation. If you allow me to do the tax ID for your corporation or you, in my system, it lets me set up credit reports. You can actually have a division guarantee credit for a division. Again, it's a legal person. So we get $2,000 of history. We do a corporate umbrella. From there, we build credit reports. I charge $499 each. It's a Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, rayscredit.com, and you put RW in your Zelle, what you Zelle for. Now, remember, I received the Lamborghini as a division. I guaranteed it as a division. If I lost it, I do the 3-step, and I just replace me under SS4 because I'm allowed to, so are you. I'm not stressed, and I have a 750. Actually, I have an 841. So me, guarantee card, house, franchise, never bring the pain home. Now, today, if you want multiple divisions, 1 for $499, 2 for $699, 4 for $999. During this broadcast only, now, you should all have 9 divisions or 9 subdivisions. So during the broadcast for $999, I will literally give you, all right, 9 more divisions, okay, under your corp and through your process and your package too. But again, that's only during the broadcast. From here, the goal should be $1 million of credit cards, $5 million of checkbook money. That should be your goal. Then we want to get 100,000 to $1 million of basically what I call OPM money, Dun & Bradstreet's vendor and supply credit. So we're going to add that as well. That's OPM money you need to learn to build. From there, let's show you there's 10 great cards. Here's 5. If I get you the green spark and get you 9 sisters, there's $1 million. If I get you the blue, 9 more cards, there's another $1 million. If I get you the basic platinum from Wells Fargo, 9 more cards, there's another $1 million. If I get you the ink card times 9, another $1 million. From there, here's the gold card, not counting the platinum card yet. So that could be $5 million of credit, and we've only talked about 5 cards. Okay, 5. Plus, we haven't even talked about checkbook money yet. Checkbook money is the banks, they say this right on their website, unsecured business line of credit as long as you have a 2-year corporation. So that means you can qualify for up to $150 if you do exactly how I line you up to do that too. This is why you need coaching calls privately if you're going to go get the million plus. Again, that is your goal. That's called checkbook money, by the way. And you can get up to $5.4 million of checkbook money. Remember, corp and divisions, you have to be 2 years old. Wait till next year if you started this year or last year. If not, I have some in stock. So if you wanted last year corp and qualify any state you want, literally it's $9.99 at the office. During the broadcast, I give it away at $299. From here, it's a Zelle, Zelle, and Zelle. As we do this, I have 8 specialty classes I do on Saturday. I do 10 classes every Saturday. So here's nonprofit coming this Saturday. Keep in mind the nonprofit 501c3 exemption, people are charging about $15,000 for that. I'm going to give you a cheat sheet. Hold your hand to get the exemption. $999 for 90 days of specialty, or $499 per class. Again, we're going over the 501c3 exemption for nonprofit to get city, state, and federal money. Okay, again, this has to stop. You cannot jack up your cards anymore. You've been given rules, and you got to realize gold and platinums, no matter how you jack them up, when you maintain the payment, your score will not go up and down ever again, and you'll truly maintain a 750 score. All right, the rest of your life. Every application does require a certified CFO. If you ever want me to build one of these for you, I usually do it basically getting you one card for $9.99. Today, if you Zelle the $9.99, I'm giving you the gold and platinum one-time offer if it was done during the broadcast. So then I'll build one for the corp, one for you, or simultaneously both of those. Again, it's your choice. If you don't have the books and CDs, they'll be given to you for free. Here's your Zelle, and basically put RW what you Zelle for too, and always put ray@rayscredit.com. Now, if you ever get stuck in placing an order, just email me. I'll have someone call you to take your order right away so I can give you the same price that I offered you. If you call the salesperson, prices are different and they make a commission. Reality is if we use personal credit to start a business, that's okay. But to jack it up to run a business, that'd be kind of dumb. If we take corporate credit, because borrow money is not taxable, we can basically build up the business right away. The next thing is, keep in mind if someone wrong, it'd be a division, not the corporation and not your family. As you go further, you're going to have to buy your lifetime income anyway. This is truly your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, all right, literally become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. As we play, as a hypothetical today, if I wrote you a check for $1 million and you put it in your personal account, you only be able to keep $375. If you did it through the corporation, you get to receive all the money, all right, pay all the bills first, and then pay tax on the leftover. That's the ultimate goal. Corporations, if they have no leftover, doesn't seem to have to pay tax. So keep in mind, like the United States of America Incorporated, they took 50 corps, called them states, states called cities. They created Chapter 9 bankruptcy in front of you. They've bankrupted 11 cities. The ultimate goal. They can play the game, so can you, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Step number 9. Keep in mind, I'd like you to Google bankruptcy today. It'll say SSN SS4. In other words, who's going to be the deductor when something goes wrong? As you play the game, understand, let me add you to my credit system. I can build you up to $1 million of credit, but you got to go to class, not following you up, and you got to follow through. Keep in mind today, if you have a corporation, before you met me, you probably spent thousands. I'm sorry to say, you didn't learn diddly squat. Corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a little filing fee. California waived the fee till June of this year. You don't have to be a sheep or a duck. Here's a starter package. The average person wastes $1,000 a month. Okay, let's rebuild the credit rapid score. Okay, let's give them articles outside tax if they don't have it. Let's give them set up level 1 Wednesday and Saturday with me, because many times they want to at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Let's build them 5,000 of credit. National average for a corp is 3,000. Don't know why, and that's 2.5 times your money invested if I give it to you in $19.99. I'm going to discount it during the webinar, which means I'm going to make it $9.99. Well, the average person kind of wastes away. From there, I'm going to rebuild your whole life for less than $1,000, and I'm going to give you $5,000 of credit back to you. I'm your coach for 90 days. I have no excuses, neither do you. Discount is during the webinar only. If you don't have the books and CDs, they're yours for free. I give them one time to person when they do something with me. From there, I will double that to 10,000 if it was done during the broadcast, which means flat out you're getting 10 times your investment. Okay, and your partner of life will be a login literally to the workshops with you, so they can sit next to you as well or have their own computer. From here, here's Millionaire in the Making, normally $5,000, discounted to $24.99. It usually gets, 5 times their money back. Here's 10 times your money back because I'm building you 25,000 of credit. Again, during the broadcast, the discount is there. We expedite this step every way. From there, what do you get to do? You get the 18 books and CDs for free if you've not got them before. And during the broadcast only, before I'm done talking, if you did it, reality is very simple. I will double that to $50,000. That'll be 20 times your investment. Your partner in life will log in for free too. From here, understand it's a Zell, RW News Zell, and you put the message what you Zell for. Beat your doubt, run your race as I repackage your life. Goal is simple, getting past go. God's gift in the harbor, one of the mansions I obtained, race boats and yachts with Ray Reynolds University.com. Helicopters, U-Docks, all right, Lamborghinis and buildings too. Now, I would like you to change your driver's license to a mailing address or P.O. box, but that's up to you. More privacy. Your car you drive today, sorry the way you drove it, and you basically bought it because you got 5 hours of being sweated out and treated like a sheep and a duck. And then you lost $5,000 and you maybe got 9 inquiries too. The way we buy a car is fleet price tax ID division. We don't need gap insurance. It doesn't show up on personal report. It's a corporate car, and we become a certified CFO. If you lose a house or a car, creditor can give it to the IRS, and they'll give you a 1099-C. Keep in mind, registered owner should be a division of a corporation. If there's a bumpity bump and they want to sue you, they get diddly squat. Ultimate goal, planning the problem. Next, we got to think about the registered owner of car again. That Lamborghini was a division, so was that one too. Every piece of property you obtain, please put it in a division. You don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue you and try to screw you up. Your paycheck is offset by your house payment. Google didn't pay tax on their first $10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? They're doing what they're allowed to do. See, there's no loophole. All right, they're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter in 24 hours using a line of credit. And so he's now Twilly-dee and Twilly-dum. He screwed it up. He's got a spaceship. The other two guys have spaceships too. You could join the club and learn to win the battle. All right, step 15. Carl's lines of credit allows him not to pay state and federal tax. Walt Disney and Newsweek, they use a line of credit? No, they use an IOU to offset taxes on $1 billion. Run your life through a corporation or a conjunction. Ultimate goes up to you. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Your paycheck is taxable income. You pay the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. You should yell no and drive a company car like I do. Step 17. Next, get a hold of an SS4 today. IRS.gov, public record. It'll say banking and credit purposes, and it'll show you never had to be a duck in the first place. Here's Mama. She just signed the SS form within 2 hours after the baby's born. Because why? Nixon took the gold standard out. From there, baby goes in the stroller, the car seat goes home. Everything to me is rules and tools. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. Ultimate goal. So the bottom line today is very simple. All right, and you hire a contractor, and they hire a subcontractor from Home Depot. When they slip and fall, they cut corners and they sue you and they mess you up too. See, when you have a house not in a trust, sorry, a will sucks. It's probate. Your family got diddly squat when you die. Nobody got anything. That's up to you. Please understand planning the problem. All right, they'll get diddly squat. Look up an irrevocable trust today, please. Step 19. 6 more to go. Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I hear that all the time. I tell people, knock it off. You can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Wesley Snipes tried. He went to prison for 3 years and a $5 million fine. Ultimate goal is simple. If you try to go to irs.gov, get that form called 656 433 A and B, get your butt back in the system where it belongs. By the way, that's step 20 today. Your goal is to be an OPM. Save up to 70%. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. That escrow closes for $200,000. Leverage it into $15 million. Borrow money is not taxable. Set up a line of defense. That's step 21 called blackjack. Oops, we did it again. Here's Ray Reynolds University. In 2009, doing up to $1 million a day. My life got stolen while I was in a coma. Came back being homeless again. What am I going to do? It's simple. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. And then I took out my closet divisions where I have over $53 million of credit. Why would I ever not have a backup for a backup? Because I'm not stupid, neither are you. It's about time you step up to the plate, learn to win. Step 22, 1,000 steps to millionaire, certified CFO. My blueprint, I want everyone of you to listen what I say. I have 25 people in a group for 6 months. All right, so far out of the 25, 18 of them have $1 million of credit. They're all going to graduate with millions of dollars of credit. The coaching is priceless. One call with me can change your life, and I'll analyze you, and we're going to be talking. All right, and I'm going to do a blueprint into million. There's where you're lacking. Every one of you need one of those blueprint calls if you truly want to save and change your life, but it's up to you. From there, it's a Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@rayscredit.com, RW, and you want that call right away. Now, remember, all right, even Arnold's my client. All right, from here, Superman from Gold's Gym, college professor, homeless to million, 1.6 million. All right, millions in properties, $1.2 million. So people coming out of prison, and if it's Freeway Ricky Ross who didn't like me anymore. The bottom line is I got him $3 million in cards. From there, Thomas, after 26 years of prison, $1 million business in 8 months. So they did blueprinting. Do you get that yet? On a weekly basis. Corporations are legal what? You're going to get credit cards, and so it's the divisions. So remember that corporate umbrella today. Very important to do. I want you to be serious about stepping up to the plate. And let me hold your hand. Tax ID, cash reports. Every tax ID is entitled Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. All the credit we get to write off. 9 divisions is $1 million, up to that. 41's up to $5 million. So today, all right, it's very simple. I'm adding 2,000 of history to a division, building the credit reports. From there, I charge $4.99 each. All right, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@rayscredit.com. There's your one. Today, remember how I got the Lamborghini in a division, and I guaranteed as a division, and I have divisions that replace me too. That gives you more than 9 lives. Guarantee a card, house, and franchise. So today, if you want 9 divisions, I will give them to you for $999. It's like $100 a piece. It's a giveaway. But again, it's during the broadcast with me. What are you willing to lose? Family, corp, division? I look at it this way. Divisions, like when I played chess when I was 14 and a half at Orange Coast College. I'm a chess master. We lose pieces on both sides. But the goal is to be what? Checkmate at the end of the day. We all want checkmate. All right, I only got 12 of the 18 books. All right, well, the reality is when you gave it, I'd probably only give in the 12. Okay, and I don't give them all the time anyway. So again, all right, you can talk to Santos, but they'll look the order, and I change these bonuses all the time. So if you did it today, you get the 18. If you did it before, it's what it is. Don't worry, tomorrow's I don't give the books away at all. But again, I change things on purpose to get you to do it now, because when you wait, you might have missed out. So again, it's very simple. We have to stop bringing the pain home. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Very simple. From there, training people to be certified CFOs under corporate divisions, because there's the ultimate goal as we do these things. So again, being a certified CFO. Again, I'd like you to write down credit, loan, and money. I'd like you to learn to leverage money. But it's amazing. I show it in workshops, but until I do private coaching, they seem to not get it right. But again, I've got 25 millionaires coming out right now in the next 60 days. They'll all probably have between 3 to 5 million. That $100,000 gets you there. So I sell 100,000 at 10%. That's what I build it up for. It's usually 10,000. Today it is $39.99. Very simple. From there, if you did it online, all right, because I like making millionaires all the time. As we do this, if you let me add you to my system, then I show you exactly how you can get the American dream. Okay, and I need to analyze you. Okay, private coaching fast tracks everything we're trying to do. Spearing, Trending, and Equifax. So I think private coaching makes sense. That group, we do a video conference every Saturday at 3 o'clock is phenomenal. Never have joint credit, just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Why people spend thousands on a corp, I'm sorry. It's a piece of paper you get for free. They didn't learn diddly squat. And if they don't have divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, all right, land and defense, they're going to bring the pain to the corp and to their family. All right, Ray's rules are pretty simple. Bonus cash credit usually given on a package, so you can offset your taxes and write it all off. Step 24, ultimate goal. 750, that's all you want me to do. I'll rebuild your credit, add analyzation, add some history. From there, we'll tear it apart, build you up. You go to class on Saturday as many times as you want to. From there, we charge you $1,000. We give you a $1,000 card back. You kind of reimburse yourself. From here, I'm your coach for 90 days, and I discount this during the broadcast as long as it's done through me. I haven't had a paycheck for 30 years. I don't make commission. So the reality is that's why I give a discount here. The office, they make a commission, and they charge a little more. Again, that card becomes $500. If you did it during the broadcast, I still keep it at $1,000, so that way you doubled your money. From there, your partner of life will literally get logins for themselves too. From here, starter package, normally $19.99, discounted to $9.99. Now remember, I haven't added login for partner ever until this week, and I'm going to take it off tomorrow too. I change these things all the time, all right, on purpose. 90 days of coaching. So what happens is the discount is during the broadcast only, and then you get the 18 books and CDs. You should just give the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Now, I want people to have the real estate and the financial series. I sell those for thousands of dollars. I'm giving something free, my history, my life. Again, when you sign up, I double it, all right, to basically $50,000 of credit in the million in the making. From there, there's a million in the making. We get 50,000 of credit. The goal is to help people get to their goal and kind of get them out of their own way. Unfortunately, they're on their own way sometimes, most of the time. Again, that's why they go to class, and basically they just follow and do it and let me push them a little bit more. And the 18 books are free too. Ultimate goal is today, partner of life would be added to a login. Never been done before. It is being done today, but not tomorrow. It's a Zell. Now, the bottom line is, if you get stuck doing an order, email me. I'll have Scott or somebody call you to write it up. The goal is a corporation, entities, okay? Those entities should be divisions. Banks use grocery stores. They use subsidiaries. But again, in the beginning, divisions make more sense, so we don't put them in everybody's face on the Secretary of State's website. Your goal should be stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status, the ultimate goal. So here's what I want you to think about today. Look behind that curtain, stay safe, stay strong. All right, do your best, let God do the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, it's going to be up to us to follow through. So the ultimate goal is very simple. Every one of you today, you do not want to miss the last and final boot camp. Again, like I said, all right, today it's $9.99. You're getting 3 coaching calls that are normally $4.99 each if it was Zelled during my webinar. I'll give you 10 minutes to do it. I'll make sure you understand that's a Zell. If you do call the office and they write it up, They will charge a little bit more, and they're not allowed to give my books. No one is besides me, because they're my books. Ultimate goal, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.